Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, on the way to the ring, from New York City, weighing in at 297 pounds, JBL. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Introducing first, on the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 275 pounds, Chris Masters.
He countered that one perfectly.
I don't think his attempt to get this crowd on his side is paying off.
He's not trying to get the crowd on his side, JR. He's letting everyone know that he's going to win this one, whether they like it or not. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other? Oh boy, this looks like an all-or-nothing move.
A textbook reversal there. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
You think you know me?
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the...
He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
Oh, boy. These fans have got... He saw that one coming.
You're not going to get him with that one.
I've got to say, JR.
He's got his opponent set for the ride of a lifetime.
Here it is, JR. A huge powerbomb.
I don't know how much more these superstars have in their tank, King. I think they might be running on fumes here. the advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place. Uh-oh. It looks like he's looking to wrap this one up.
My God, what a power bomb! He might have broken his opponent in half. Hey, I won't deny that Angle thinks very highly of himself, but he's earned that. We've got to be nearing the end, King. I don't know how much these superstars have to give.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
Talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this has got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
There's the reversal. Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy.
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's it. Plain and simple. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their...
Up and over and out. Eliminated. He reversed it. Which way this one's going to go, JR?
Well, from my perspective, this is still...
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious. What a low-down, despicable move that was. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Chavo's always talking about living up to his family traditions, JR. But if I were his family, I'd make sure that his invitation to the family reunion got lost in the mail.
If you can't appreciate Chavo's ability, that's your own problem, King. Personally, I think the Guerreros have every right to take pride in the way he represents. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. His opponent telegraphed that one. What a counter! These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans for that reason, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match! I think we're gonna find out just how much punishment that human body can withstand here tonight. He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match.
And it's been reversed.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. He's a slippery devil. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal.
Sucker!
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. Looks like he read his opponent's mind. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off. It's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being...
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match, too.
King here is crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to notice that Cena held the WWE and United States titles? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is.
Well, if there's ever been a better role model for our younger WWE fans than Booker T, I couldn't tell you who it could be.
You can't be serious, King. Booker T's a man who runs his mouth and then runs away when someone looks to shut it up for him. He's a coward and a bully who will take any shortcut he can to advance his career and to hell with everybody else. These superstars are in rough shape. Fatigue has set in, and I think this match could be over before you know it. He countered that and made it look easy.
I can't believe...
Boy, you talk about being beat by the government. I don't know how much more of this a human being can
Talk about adding insult to injury, tossed out of the ring and the match.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. Michael's gotten lucky more times than I can count. I'll give him that. But sooner or later, his luck's gonna run out, and it might be tonight.
I know that Kurt Angle has rubbed some fans and fellow superstars the wrong way in the past. But when it comes right down to it, you can't deny the fact that he's earned the right to take a little pride. And there's the elimination! Boy, what a match! That's one fewer superstar in this match! Excellent counter! What ring presence! What a reversal!
CJR, this is exactly right. Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
You're absolutely right, King. We've got the best superstars, the best fans,
And the best announced team. Don't forget that.
I was going to say that until you interrupted me. Now I'm just hoping I haven't lost Taz's phone number.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. Boy, it's obvious these superstars...
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
This is going beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this. There he goes. He's out of the match.
Watch it climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come down that hurt. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. Speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway?
Right about the time you stop wearing that crown, I'd say. He opinion.
Randy Orton's one of the most dangerous superstars in the WWE, JR. Ric Flair and Triple H taught him everything he knows.
They may have taught Orton everything he knows, King. I don't think they taught him everything. There's no room for error when they're on the top rope.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission. And here come the closed fist shots to the head. This can change the complexion of the match.
And this could also change the complexion of the face, JR. I don't even want to think about the bruises we'll see on this superstar tomorrow.
Okay. Any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Well, over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition. He's going up, but what's he going to do when he gets there?
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
Surely he doesn't think he's capable of lifting him.
No, he does. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on. This looks like bad news for his opponent.
You're not kidding, JR. He's going for the STM. This isn't going to be pretty. He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to?
He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
Para toda mi gente mexicana, todos mis latinos.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it can be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
That disrespect intended for SmackDown dominance, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
You hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand. Not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man. And I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's...
You're putting a lot on the line when he climbs that turnbuckle.
Oh, no! What's he doing now?
My God, what a pump handle slam!
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, "cool rush in."
Is that why you always seem to be in...
This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
got some evil intentions in mind here, King.
Oh, man! What a huge pump handle slam!
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall. That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match. I swear, every time I see Mark Henry, he just looks bigger and bigger. He's the world's biggest longhorn.
You're not kidding, JR. If I was his opponent, I wouldn't care if I won or not. Just surviving the match would be enough for me.
Well, as intimidating as the world's strongest man might be, I don't think that's an attitude you'll find in a WWE locker room game. This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I'm getting to see it too, JR. I just wish they'd pick up the pace a little.
Oh no, this is classic old school wrestling at its finest. You all should be able to appreciate that.
Wait a minute, JR. You're not trying to say that I'm old, are you?
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. I don't understand why you like Carlito so much, JR. What, did he lie to you and tell you that you were cool or something?
I've never been accused of being cool by Carlito or anyone else. Quite frankly, I'm not sure I'd know cool if it bit me on my Oklahoma Sooner back.
Well, he's one of the superstar in this match now. JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it, and he's looking for a big move here.
And he got it! The world's strongest slam! No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the World Heavyweight Champion anymore, JR. I couldn't stand it when Raw was being represented by someone like him.
Oh, yeah. What a tragedy it was that the champion, who was utterly devoted.
Oh, boy. His opponent's face down on the ground. You know what that means?
I do indeed. And there it is. The STF. Expertly executed.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Well, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who can hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
I can't believe someone as out of it as Rob Van Dam could be featured as prominently as he is here in the WWE. I don't even think he knows knows where he is right now.
Van Dam might seem laid back, but don't ever mistake that for a lack of awareness or intensity. More often than not, in the heat of competition, cooler heads prevail. And that's why his fans call him the whole damn show.
I have to admit it, JR. I'm a huge fan of William Regal. He's been in this business a long time, and he's never lost his edge.
Maybe not, but I wish he'd lose some of that viciousness and arrogance. It's just a damn shame that such an accomplished superstar should be such a jackass.
We don't get to see Joey Mercury that often, JR. That's too bad. He's probably one of SmackDown's biggest assets.
If you remove the E.T. from that last word, King, I'd be inclined to agree with you. I hope that referee is keeping a very close eye on Mercury, because if he runs true to form, it's only a matter... Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the great...
There it is! The RKO! Man, it's as fast as it is deadly. Uh-oh. Looks like he's got a song he wants to play for his opponent.
It looks like he's sizing up his opponent's ankle. We've seen this before.
We certainly have, JR. And there it is! The ankle lock! The ankle lock! I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved in one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
It looks like he's fixing to end this one.
Oh, man! What a choke slam! That'll do it, JR.
Oh, no! That last shot busted him wide open.
It sure did, JR. And if I could borrow one of your lines, business is picking up.
This isn't business, King.